Mikey, the most important question, how was your free breakfast this week?
Oh, beautiful. I think the boys enjoyed it. It always feels good, having that 2 days off, and then getting the message in the chat that we're going to a coffee shop for free breakfast. It gets the day rolling, and it starts the week off well.
What's your usual order?
We don't get a choice actually, but it is a good breakfast. It's a couple of pieces of sourdough, avocado, bacon, poached eggs, a few coffees. That's the order.
Doesn't sound too bad in fairness, even if you don't get a choice.
Yeah.
How important are those little incentives to you to help you sort of put the maximum into your defensive efforts?
I think it's good. I think everyone's bought into it. It's not going to happen every week, but we're chasing that feeling. And and on Sunday it was a defensive performance where, I didn't feel like they was going to score against us. We went after him in that first half, especially. We did the hard work early, and it's something we pride ourselves on, our defence. It goes a long way because we know how much factor we got in our attack. So we can be an attack-focused team, but the last couple of years with Willie, it's been really defensive-based, and it's starting to show week by week now.
In terms of yourself individually, Willie said you're starting to get into a groove now. Where did Sunday's display against Lee rank for you individually in terms of your own performance levels?
I reckon this year is probably the best one. The first couple of games was a bit scratchy for myself, but it's early on in the year. I'd rather do it early on. But I come back against St Helens and thought I had a real good crack there, and I felt happy and playing with a smile on my face, and that's always when I do well. Is when I play with a smile on my face. So and then I went on Friday. I felt like I was back to me. The energy and running the ball, what I'm good at, and kicking the ball well, and trying to defend the best I can. It's always a good display. When you get them three things right, and I just want to keep improving now. We've worked really hard this week again. We're not getting complacent. We're fully focused on Huddersfield on Sunday.
In terms of you, how close do you think you are to going through the gears and hitting your peak levels?
Good question. I don't know. I just keep testing myself every week. Trying to get better every day at training, on and off the field, and that's what I want to do. And I couldn't really tell you what my peak level is, and I'm just going to try and keep improving every day of life, and see where it gets me.
I believe, Mikey, this is the first time we've caught up with you so far this season. So just wanted to ask, following your Man of Steel winning season last year, what kind of pressure have you felt to follow that up?
There's always pressure in the game. That's part of the job, isn't it? And playing at the top level, there's always pressure. People start talking about you more, have more opinions, but it's blocking out that outside noise, and and listening to the people around you. What are most important to you, like the playing group, my mates, my family. They're the most important to me, and the coaching staff as well. I just want to keep, trying to play consistently well, and things aren't going to be in my game good every week. But I'm really, really focused to get better.
And wearing that number 6 shirt, the legendary number 6 shirt for the first time this season, how much has that helped drive your standards?
I just try and, it's a little bit more pressure, because how much the stature is at this club. With Roger wearing it, things he did in his game for this club. It's going to be a joy all the time, every single time I put this jersey on. Not just for the 6 shirt, but wearing the LKR jersey, wearing that badge. It means so much to so many people. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to all the lads who put it on every week. It's a privilege to wear it, and I'm not taking it for granted.
When the shirt was brought out of retirement, you said at the time you couldn't wait to wear it for the first time at Craven Park. Talk us through the emotions that you felt when you ran out for that sellout game at the start of the season?
Oh, good question. It was about 5 weeks ago now. I'm just excited. Being back at home in front of a massive crowd like there always is at Craven Park, and you really get a real buzz when you run out, and that's all I thought.
What did it mean to have Carol there as well?
Yeah, it meant so much. When we caught up, when we was doing the video, we spoke about it, and she really wanted to get down with it, and it makes it even more special that we played against Castleford from where he's from as well. To get all his family down, and just to see it worn again. I bet it was a privilege and an honour to see it again, and I bet they're glad to see it.
You said it's been only 5 weeks since then, but it's been an eventful 5 weeks, because then the following game you suffered that ankle injury at Wakefield. What was going through your head when you picked it up after scoring that try?
Good question. A lot of things, really. My first thought is, how bad was it when I grabbed it? But the second thought was, I can't try and let these boys down, because it was a big game for us, and I tried to carry on, but obviously I couldn't do that. And the thought of coming off and having that thought in the change rooms how bad it actually is. But it was a waiting game, getting all the scans and everything through, and luckily it wasn't as bad as we all thought. So it was a massive boost, and I just tried to work hard to get back in a couple of weeks, which I did against Saints. So it's feeling really good now, and just looking forward.
Just firstly on that, should you have played on in hindsight?
Probably not. But it was nothing to do with the coaching staff. A lot of people say, why did he take you off? But I didn't want to come off, because that's not me, and I wanted to try and do my job as best I could, but I couldn't do that. It was my fault for staying on for that long. But I'm a winner, and I compete. So I wanted to stay on and try and do the best I could for the team.
How surprised were you then when the injury wasn't as bad as first feared?
Yeah, I was pretty happy actually. The swelling went down overnight. A bit of a weird one really, but I was so glad when I woke up the next day. I went to bed, it was like a balloon, but when I got up, I could see, my bones and my feet again. So it was weird, but it got better every day. That's how I got back so quickly. The physio staff really helped me, and doing stuff away from training as well helps. So yeah.
How have you found as well resuming kicking duties following Rhyse Martin's injury?
Sometimes it happens in rugby league, and I've took it by two hands. Not really trying to think about it too much, because I've got so much what I needed to focus on, and it's been going all right, I think. It's one of the things where you just got to do it sometimes, and it's part of my job. And I was always prepared to take it over.
Where does that peach that you nailed at Saints rank in terms of your best?
I think it's up there. Penalties. I think the one on Sunday was a little bit better, especially if you experience that wind at Craven Park on Sunday afternoon. Jesus, at one point I couldn't even put the ball in the cone. So, and they're both from the same spot as well. So it's it's always good to get them. But I try my best. So that's all I can ask for.
Are you happy to keep doing it, or will you hand it straight over to Arthur Morg when he comes in?
You have to wait and see on Sunday. You have to wait and see who kicks ball. Well, I'm sure Willie will try and get a little competition going, but whoever will kick will do the best they can for this team.
And just for you, Mikey, how's life away from the field at the moment?
Yeah, very good. We've got a little boy due in a couple of weeks. I can't wait to meet him, and it's going really well. Trying to keep my head down, and trying to get my body as best I can for the week after, because the games come thick and fast. So doing that extra recovery, eating well, and having that family time with my mum and dad, and everyone in my family, trying to see them as much as I can.
Have you decided on a name yet?
Yeah, it's a secret at the moment. Obviously, I don't want to give it away too soon, but it's not long now till he's here, and yeah, I can't wait to hold him in my arms.
How accommodating have the club and Willie Peters been with you and your family while you're awaiting your first child?
Yeah, been good. They always checking on me, see if I'm okay, see if they need anything from them, and I couldn't ask them. Especially Sue Thompson, they play well for her. She's like a mother of the group, and she does a lot for us boys. So, without her, I think we'll be a little bit lost. But yeah, they've been really helpful.
And how have the house renovations been going amid all that?
Yeah, it's all done now. It's all complete. So, yeah.
Can you see yourself doing that side of things? I know the end of your playing career is a long way away, but could you see yourself exploring that afterwards?
No, definitely not. No.
Why not?
No. I'll get someone else to do it. At least I know it's safe then.
What about the team, Mikey? What do you think's been the most impressive part to your start of the season?
The defence, I think. Like I said, we're a defence-focused team, and we'll base our performance on our defence. Our effort areas as well, we really pride ourselves on that as well. So, and we want to put an all-car performance in every week, whether the results goes our way or not. We want to make sure we're playing and doing our actions what a whole-car performance looks like.
In terms of making those forward improvements, what are the next marginal gains that you want to make?
We'll just keep working hard. Keep them effort areas high. Whoever comes in, it's going to be. Every game's tough. You want to be at your best. You want to play for the badge. You want to play with a smile on your face, and I feel like we're all doing that. And we're chasing that feeling every week, and and the energy what we've got in this group every day when I turn up training is you want to come to work, you want to work with these boys, and it's a privilege to come to work and be with a smile on your face. So we're chasing that feeling every week, every day. But yeah,
I put this question to Willie Peters earlier, but following the Leigh victory and the performance, some have said that perhaps you are now the team to beat this season. How does that make you feel?
Everyone's got an opinion, but we're it's all about us. We've got to perform every week. We've got to work hard every day. Like we say, we've had a really good start, but things can change. Like that with a click of the fingers. So we've got to really focus on ourselves and not let all that attention bother us. We've if they're saying that we're the team to beat, let them say that. But we're not listening to that outside noise. We're fully focused on, one game at a time, and that's it.
Just finally from me, Mikey, the Ashes series has been confirmed for later this year. How are you trying to contain your excitement for that?
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic 3-4 weeks at the end of the year. I think it's really good and fantastic for the game. I don't think there's been one since a good few years now. So it's been. I feel like the buzz around all the England boys and all the Aussies, you can feel the buzz around it, and we can't wait to get to the end of the year and versus the Aussies. So it'll be fantastic for the game. First test down at Wembley. Not many people get to say they've done that. So I'm trying to perform every week at an England standard, and to try and put my best foot forward for that series.
I'm going to make a lot of people feel old here. The last time Australia toured England for an Ashes series, you were 2 years old.
Yeah,
so
Jesus.
What have you seen and heard about it?
What I've seen, it's intense few weeks. It looks really enjoyable, and I reckon it's up there, a pinnacle in your career. My good mate Ryan Halls, I've seen him score a few tries against the Aussies. They're the best in the world for a reason, and you want to test yourself to we're the best, and I feel like we'll be fully prepared to play them at the end of the year.
For you to describe it as something that would be the pinnacle of your career, how much then do you want to, how desperate are you to be involved?
Yeah, I want to be involved in every England camp, whether we're playing France or, the Samoans, Tongans, Kiwis. The camps are very good. You're around people what you are with every week, and the bond what we have after the England camps, it's the culture what is there, it's unreal, and it's you could say it feels like it's the best time of your careers sometimes, because the culture and the energy and being around different people, it's being around the best players in the league in the world, it's good.
Mikey, that's all from me. I'll pass you on. Thanks for your time.
Hey Mikey, it's Gary, all right?
Yeah, Gary, all right.
Yeah, good, thank you. Just following on from the England stuff. Sean Way said yesterday he tells his England players to play like they're England players in Super League. Is that something you've taken on board, and how do you do it?
Yeah, that's something what he really hones in every week, and you try and do that to your best you can every game. But it comes from your prep and everything in that. So for me, it's make sure my skills good, defending well, and running the ball. That if I'm doing them three things well and competing hard, I feel like that is an England standard, and that's how you do it.
Talk me through the England meetings, because you had one recently with the lads. Is it a case of like you all sort of meet up and the big screen comes out and you're like, here we go, he's going to point out stuff we're not doing here?
I think it's better both. We're all in the same boat to try and beat the Aussies. So his job is to point out the good and some bad, what you need to be better on, and it's not to embarrass anybody. It's to make you go and perform as an England player every week, because that's what he expects from his England players, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how Sean Wayne is, and you'd rather have that than the not so bothered coach. So yeah, he's the England meetings are good. Good catch up with the boys, obviously, and the coaching staff, and they're interesting.
So even though you may point out one or two things from your game, you sort of like take it on board and you go, fair point there. You don't sort of argue or anything like that with what he's pointed out.
No, definitely not. He's been around long enough to know what he's on about, and he's an England coach, and for a reason. I have so much respect for Wayne for what he's done for England, and when he was at Wigan as well. So he tells you straight in how it is, but I like that. I like if I need to improve something in my game, I'd rather him tell me for me to try and improve that to be an England player every year. So
now you play a slightly different role for England as an interchange hooker than you do for your club. Can you sort of bring the jobs of one into the other, maybe, even though they're different positions and different roles? I'm
just happy to put an England shirt on. It don't bother me where I play. Obviously, I'd like to play halfback, but sometimes it don't happen. But to be named in that 17 and wherever I was going to play, I was. You play for your country at the end of the day, and it's a privilege, and I'm never ever going to take it for granted. So, obviously it's different from playing half to hooker, but you're just excited to go on the field with the boys and, getting that grind with whoever you're playing, and, and playing with, trying to bring some energy and, something different to, especially because I come on later on in the game, just trying to speed the game up a little bit. So
you'd happily be Mikey Lewis prop forward in the first test at Wembley, would you?
No, actually, but if I've got an England shirt on, thinking about that, I won't say anywhere, but to an extent, I think. But
yeah.
you know what I mean. Putting that England jersey on's a privilege.
Anywhere outside the park, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
That's brilliant, Mikey. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Is that me?
Hi, Mikey.
Oh.
Sorry,
Hi,
just a few more. Hope you're well.
Yeah.
Just a couple more. won't keep you too long.
Yeah, that's all right.
Just one more on the England one. It might not be the case, but obviously it's a chance to mix with players from other clubs. Is there anyone that you particularly get on really well with when you get to those camps?
I think there's a lot of lads, you know. You create a bond with mostly everyone, to be fair. I don't think there's one person I created a really good bond with, because all the lads really got on well, and the culture up there, and it's good. But like I say, everyone gets on. I don't feel like there's one person coming to my mind where I've got that bromance with.
Yeah, fair enough. Appreciate you touched on this, but Willie Peters said after Sunday's win that now you're back, you're getting into your groove, but your best is yet to come. Is that a fair comment and what you believe in as well?
Yeah, 100% I do. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface a little bit, and this year especially. But like I say, I don't know what my peak is. I'm just going to keep working hard, keep my head down, and see where it takes me. And it's something I look forward to every day, coming into training, coming with a smile on my face, going on the field with a smile on your face, and getting better every week with a group of lads what are trying to achieve the same thing as you.
And finally, just from me, I think one win away from matching the 84-85 winning start. Obviously went on to win a title that season. Obviously it's not going to be in the forefront of your mind, but it's a good place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, 100% it is, but it's a long year. Whether we've got 5 wins on the board in the league. We're just being us. We're playing like us. Probably the first couple of games you could probably say want us pretty, but you got to grind out them wins this early on in the year. It doesn't matter what results is. It's about the 2 points on the board, and those obviously areas what you wanted to improve on, and that's what we're doing every day, every week, and. We speak a lot in the meetings, and we just want to go and action it on a weekend. And I think what we're really focused on, it's all right saying it's about doing it every week and week out. So we strive for that every week.
That's one, man. Best luck this weekend.
Thank you. Cheers.